The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
What is up, everybody? Dan DeSilva here, and welcome to another awesome Ecom Dudes segment. And I'm really excited about today because we're going to be going over a lot. We have Ben who's coming here, literally. So give him a few seconds because his internet went down. He's currently in Bangkok, or China. That's awkward because, Thailand, etc. Well, you get what I'm saying. He's either in Bangkok or Shanghai. I don't know exactly where he is, but I know his internet is probably the worst thing in the world. So you can be. I'm pretty sure he's in Thailand because of the internet connection. Welcome, David, Germany. Hey, what's up, everybody? So awesome. So I'm glad you guys made it out here today. And let's see, how many of you guys actually saw the video that I released yesterday? Give me a 1 if you saw the 30 by 30 that I'm going for, the 30-day challenge. Cool. What do you guys think about that? You think it's something useful? Give me a yes or a no, because I'm thoroughly interested in knowing if this is something that I should keep on doing. Because let's see, a good start. Cool. All right. So Rainer's asked, how do you speak in chat? You're doing it right now. Cool. Yeah, awesome. So I'm seeing a lot of people, they really like the feedback so far for the 30 by 30. And I'm literally, as Ben comes on and starts teaching, what I'm going to be doing is actually recording the second part of the 30 by 30. I have more questions that I got to run through. And the whole reason that I'm actually doing this, and something that a lot of you, I kind of want to just convey this before I let Ben come on here and talk. What I really want to go ahead and convey is the fact that as you go throughout your entrepreneurial career and you start going through this journey, you kind of come to a crossroad of one of two things. What happens is you start building a lot of momentum, and one of two things happens with this momentum. Either you let it fall and it's so hard to pick back up, or what happens is you have to keep going and going and going and hopefully increase your momentum. So with that being said, I realized something recently, and it's nothing bad at all. I realized that I still do, of momentum. And I realized, wait a minute, and I compared, and I literally went into my analytics, and I do this. When I say I'm an analytical freak, I am most of my time spending time in analytics, analyzing every little thing. And for me, the devil's in the details. So what I like to do is I like to compare day by month. So for example, what I did yesterday was I looked up, what's today? Today is the 18th. So yesterday, the 17th, the 16th, and the 17th, I literally just sat there comparing and writing notes. If you take a look at one of my notebooks, I actually have a day-by-day comparison. So I did October and then the month before. So I went from September 16th, October 16th, and I compared my results from the month before and saw if there was any increase or any dramatic change in my results. Now, the reason being that I do this, and I do this in every single thing, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on my Shopify stores, whether it's on my customer support, I do this in every single little thing that I own. Now, this is something that I actually want to go ahead and convey to you, is something that you want to go and start doing yourself. Those people that are super successful are hardcore trackers. Now, I'm saying super successful. I'm not to the level of like Warren Buffett and whatnot, but obviously I aspire to be more successful than I am last month. You always have to keep aspiring to be greater than you are the previous month. And this is just a little kind of like, I guess you could say life hack or just entrepreneurial tip, is if you go and look at what you did last month, September 18th, 2016, and you look at where you are today, and you have side-by-side comparisons. Now, for me, it's a lot easier because I actually have real-life statistical metrics by sales, by customers on, or how many people have actually come to my site, the real-time, basically how many people stay on my site for X amount of time. And I try to increase and perfect it every single day. And again, that's why I do side-by-side comparisons with what I did last month till today. And that's the biggest reason. All this is tying back into the fact that what I was talking about before, I want to start a 30 by 30 day challenge because I noticed I have a lot of momentum, and I want to keep going with it, and I want to keep increasing because next month, if I do a 30-day, what happens is I take a look at the amount of minutes watched on my YouTube, and I keep very, very hardcore statistics on this. And if I do a 30 by 30, my analytical data is going to be it'll shoot through it'll probably be the highest it's ever been. If I just do a 30 by 30, which means the following month I have to compete and beat out. So essentially, I always have to be on top of my game. And a lot of people, when they set challenges for themselves, they don't have an end goal. So when you go out there and create a store, if you say, okay, I just want to hit 100 sales this month, and that's it, right? And then, I hope I can get 100 sales again the next month. No. What happens is, say on the 1st of October, you hit 10 sales. On the 1st of November, you want to try to break, 10 sales. That's how you're going to increase. And no matter what, overall, this is exactly how, I guess you could say it's been my biggest shortcut, is that I'm a freak when it comes to analytical tracking. And analytics for me is literally is the most important part of my business. So how many of you, by a show of ones in the chat box, before we get started on all the hardcore content, how many of you are actually tracking just like I mentioned? And you know what? I want you to be very openly honest with me. By a show of twos, how many of you guys are actually not tracking like I just mentioned? Okay, so I'm very, very curious. So let's see here. Okay, so I see someone gave me a 1. So Mohammed gave me a 1. Jose said 2. Jeremy said 2. David says me. I guess me can be interpreted as you're not just yet. But yeah, for those of you, but let's see.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah, hey, Ben. I'm just going over something with everybody. So let's see.
Yeah, okay.
Tracking and Shopify using Pixel Perfect. Now trying to hardcore is missing conversion. Any advice? Dan, we'll go ahead and cover that at the end. Any hardcore questions with Shopify, I'm going to save till the end. But that's kind of a little trick that I wanted to give all you guys. And now Ben's here. Welcome, Ben. And we are currently live. So if you don't mind, are you ready for me to pass over the screen? If not, I'll give you a few minutes.
1 minute, half a minute. I'll tell you exactly when you can do that.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I just moved here to a new apartment.
That's awesome.
Just
All right,
randomly
so
crashed.
Where are you exactly? I was guessing Thailand, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah, Bangkok, Thailand.
Okay, there we go. See, guys, because I told everyone you're either in Bangkok or I think I threw out Shanghai just because I was thinking China, but you never know.
Yeah, I was actually in Chiang Mai before. Yeah, okay, you can actually move the screen to me now.
Okay, perfect. So, guys, I'm going to turn it over to Ben, and then I'll be back towards the end once, in give or take, I'd say around 50 minutes or so. And Ben, take it away, guys. Enjoy everything. You already know Ben goes ahead and over delivers. And any questions?
Awesome. Cool. So first of all, I just want to say that everybody is seeing my screen. So if you can just give me a few ones, that'll be really, really good. Awesome. Okay, cool. So now let's begin. Now, first of all, I want to recap a bit on what we basically overviewed last session, which is setting up the foundation of the store, setting up the settings, really getting everything on the highest level before we get traffic. Because like I said before, when the store is top notch, then we don't have to worry about anything other than bringing those buyers into the store and really getting those converters. So once we get that set up, after we have the store on the highest level, we want to go over and see how we can find those products, those niches that have the highest potential of selling. Now, this is a topic that a lot of people say a lot of different things about, and I want to give you my way of how I find my niches, how I find my products. So this way, I really believe that if you work on it, and especially in this time of the year, this is literally the time of the year to go into e-com. If you already have a store, you're already making money, be prepared to literally triple what you're making. And if you're new to it, then you're right on time, because this is, I think, the average American consumer spends around triple than what he usually spends off season now in the holiday season. So there's a lot to look forward to, and we literally have about 2 months to cash in as much as possible from this holiday season. Now, when it comes to niche and product research, there's a lot of different opinions on it. A lot of people say to go into a very broad niche and try it because the audiences are very, very big, and it doesn't matter the competition because there's enough cake for everyone, as they say. Some people say that you want to really, really target a specific niche because it has less competition, but it doesn't really have a lot of buyers. And then you have a lot of different products. A lot of people say to just find products that have a lot of sales on eBay, on AliExpress, on Watch Count. And if it has a lot of sales, then it must be good, so we're going to sell it. So there's really, really, really a lot of opinions on this topic. So I'm here to align those opinions into one ultimate roadmap that if you follow, at least for me and the people that I work with, has literally proven itself dozens of times, and you can use this for any business or literally any business model. If it's e-commerce, or if in the future you're going to go into things that aren't really related to physical products, you can use this mind map. So let's begin. Now, you got to understand one thing. You got to really understand that how we work now, how we work is basically we do paid advertising, especially on Facebook. Okay, now why do we do so much paid advertising on Facebook? Because that's literally the only advertising platform that you can really, really, really target those people that are related to your audience. And it's growing and growing and growing. It's the most advanced Facebook platform. Now you have to understand that when you're on Facebook, when you're actually marketing to Facebook, you have to understand that you are a kiosk in a very, very busy mall. Okay, nobody is going to Facebook to buy your products. Nobody is there to find products to buy. Nobody is there to buy a T-shirt. Nobody's there to buy a blender. People are there to see what their friends are posting. People are there to stay updated. So you have to understand, you have to go into the customer's mind here and really, really comprehend the amount of barriers that this person has to go through. Because when he's on Facebook, he's there just to scroll down, and he sees the ad, and he literally has to see the ad, be interested in the ad, go into the link, go to your store, which is a store that he probably never heard about. It's not Amazon or eBay. It's literally a store that he never heard about. He needs to go into that store, put his credit card information in that store, and literally buy. He came from a point where he just got into Facebook, scrolled around, and came out with a product. There's a lot of barriers that the customer needs to go through. So that's why I like to call it, I really like to compare it as a kiosk in a very busy mall, because that's what you are, like those very, very fancy kiosks that you just walk, and maybe you're going to a store, but then you see this really cool kiosk and you're interested in seeing what they're selling because it seems that their product are really, really, really cool. So you go and check it out. So when we're doing Facebook ads, we're really similar to kiosks. Okay, nobody is coming to us. Nobody came to the mall for us. We're in the mall for them. So I'm not telling you that your ad needs to be sparkly and colorful like this dolphin epic rainbow cat shirt. I'm not telling you that you need something like that. But what I am telling you is that you have to catch the curiosity. Okay, the picture has to speak for itself. When they're scrolling down Facebook, you have to understand that the picture is what's going to catch your eye, not the ad copy. Okay, the actual picture. That's if you're selling e-commerce. If you're selling something else, if you're selling something else than physical products, then it's a whole different story. But we're in e-commerce, and we're actually selling products that it either needs to really, really catch your eye, or it needs to be something that they'll have to stop and be like, okay, what's this shirt exactly? I wanna see what's this product. I want to see what's going on there. So you have to understand that you're a kiosk in a very busy mall. Now, when we're going into a niche, you have to understand that there's a lot of directions to go into here. You can go into a very broad niche, and you can go into a very specific niche. Now, I like to go into a very specific niche because I have the highest percentage of selling them for a few reasons. First of all, the more specific the niche, the more smaller the audience is. The more smaller the audience is, the more special and rare they feel. So if we take, for example, dogs and pit bulls, dogs is literally about, I'd say a big portion of the United States have dogs. Okay, let's say 20 million out of the 300 million people that are in the United States, maybe a little bit less, like 15 to 20 million. Now, people that have pit bulls are probably a tenth, if not less than that. So I'd say about maybe 1 million people have pit bulls, even maybe less than that. So what I'm actually trying to show you here is that those people that that are into pit bulls, that have pit bulls, have a much higher chance of buying a product that's related to pit bulls than related to dogs. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you have dogs, German Shepherds, Golden Retrievers, pit bulls, poodles, whatever. Now I want you to imagine that you're scrolling through Facebook, and then you see a shirt. You see a shirt which says, let's say I'm just going to give you the most saturated example, I love my dog. Okay, a shirt that says I love my dog. Now, you're going to see that shirt and you're going to be like, okay, cool. yeah, I do love my dog. That's pretty nice. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna buy it. It's just like I love my dog. It's not really special. But if you have a golden retriever and you're scrolling through Facebook and you see a shirt that says I love my golden retriever, now I'm not saying that you're gonna buy that shirt either, but you're gonna feel much more connected to that. Okay, because it's like, whoa, that's me. How did he know that that's what I have? And with Facebook, we can literally target that specific audience. So the targeted the niche, the better. You really wanna think about it like that. Another good example is dancing and ballet. So you got literally tens of millions of people that do dancing, but you might have only a few hundreds of thousands of people that do ballet in the United States. So if you sell them a dancing product, or if for example you have let's say 15 million people that are into dancing in the United States, and you have 3 million that are into ballet, and you have 2 million that are into break dance, and then you have another few million that are into ballroom dancing, and so on and so on. Instead of selling one universal dancing product to those three niches, you'd rather sell one specific product for that specific niche. So a ballet product, a breakdance product, and a ballet room product. That's really the way to go with it, because those people will really feel much more connected to that product if it's really targeted on that specific niche instead of having that dancing overall niche. Same thing with sports, golf, outdoor gear, hiking, music instruments, flute, and so on and so on. Now, the less common the niche, the better. Now, this is really, really similar than what I talked about right now, but just so you have a better understanding of it, just think about, I don't know how many of you are live in the United States, but if you go to a person in the US, just for the example, by the way, you have your Obama drinking a beer, and you have your whiskey glass. Okay, on the right you have a whiskey glass, and on the left you have Obama drinking a beer. Now, if you go to just an American in the United States and ask him if he likes beer, he'll probably say yes. I'd say about 99% of people that you're going to ask will say, yeah, of course I like beer. Who doesn't like beer? But if you go and ask them if they like whiskey, you'll probably get a much, much higher no's, much, much higher negative answers. Okay, because beer is a really, really common niche. I think literally half of the, if not 70, 80% of the United States like beer. So selling a beer product to a beer lover is nothing compared to selling a whiskey product to a whiskey lover. One, because a whiskey lover feels much more connected and much more rare, because not everybody likes whiskey, and a beer lover will be much less passionate to beer than a whiskey lover to be passionate to whiskey. Okay? Think of that. A beer lover will be much less passionate about beer. A whiskey lover, a person that likes whiskey is probably pretty passionate about whiskey. He probably knows his whiskey. Same thing with wine lovers. A beer lover, you'll talk to him about a few beers, he won't really care. Just give me a beer. I just want to drink beer. But a whiskey lover will usually take his whiskey seriously. So you'll probably have a higher chance of selling a whiskey product to a whiskey lover than a beer product to a beer lover. Okay? Here I have a few more examples of less common niches. So you have guitar players, and you have violin players. So again, guitar players, you can sell guitar products to guitar players. I know people that are making a lot of money from it, but you'll probably have a higher chance in selling a violin product to a violin player because they're more rare, they're more specific, they feel more special. Okay, now for those of you that don't understand the logic, guitar players are much more. There's much more guitar players in the world than violin players. Okay, so that's basically where I'm going with. So the more targeted, the more smaller the audience, the higher percentage you have of selling to it. As well, because it has much less competition. Okay, that's why you won't sell electronics. Okay, you don't want to sell electronics because it has extreme competition. You're competing with Best Buy, you're competing with Amazon, you're competing with, you have no chance here. So you'd rather really go deep into, let's say if you're in electronics, you should really go deep. So let's say USB drives, just a random example. You have a higher chance in selling USB drives to people that are into USB drives than just electronics in general. So again, you have like football, which everybody in the every other person in the US likes football, volleyball, less saturated and more targeted. And you got cat owners and turtle owners. If you try to sell a cat product to a cat lover, she'll probably be like, oh, cool, yeah, I can get it at the pet store. But if you try to sell a turtle product to a turtle owner, he'll be like, whoa, who is this fortune teller? How does he know that I have a turtle? That's pretty interesting. Because again, it's a much more smaller niche. It's a much more targeted niche. Now, the product that you're selling must have an ideal customer. What I mean by that is when you see the product, guys, when you're looking at the product, the ideal customer has to jump into mind. You have to look at the product and be like, oh, cool, okay, I know who that product belongs to. So if we're looking at this turtle necklace, boom, the person that it's targeted to, turtle lovers, people that own turtles. That's it. Pretty simple. Okay, because that's what it is, the turtle necklace. No, I won't say a normal person just buying a turtle necklace. He has to really like turtles or he has turtle. Okay? A bad example will be this random safe type box thingy where you just store money, watch, whatever. I don't have an ideal customer here. You're looking at this product, an ideal customer can be me, an ideal customer can be my grandma, an ideal customer can be my sister. The ideal customer doesn't jump into mind. It's nothing compared to the turtle necklace. Another good example would be this, it's called a clever cutter. It's basically you use it to cut things like vegetables, steaks, chicken, whatever in the kitchen in a very efficient way. So boom, the ideal customer is that person that cooks a lot, that stay-at-home mom maybe, the person that is in the kitchen, that cooks, that is passionate about cooking. Okay, the ideal customer is really, really obvious. Bad example, this glittery iPhone case. Okay, there's nothing on this iPhone case, it's just glittery. Okay, 30 million people, even more, like 60 million people in the US have iPhones. Okay, half of them are girls. 30 million people. I don't have an ideal customer. If I take a horse and I stamp it on the case, boom, I have an ideal customer. If there's a horse on that iPhone case, okay, that's horse lovers. Let's go and sell it to people that own iPhones and they like horses. But just as the product is now, it has no ideal customer. Here we got a hammock type tent. Okay, boom, ideal customer, camper, hiker, somebody that goes out a lot, somebody that goes camping, likes the nature. Okay, ideal customer is really, really simple. Bad product, just a piece of jewelry that literally targets every woman in the United States. Again, my grandma can like it, my sister can like it, my mom can like it. There's nothing here that really, really speaks to a person. Yeah, you probably can find something similar at Macy's. Now, the product should not be sold at Walmart. Okay, very, very important. What do I mean by that? I don't really mean that it shouldn't be found at Walmart. I mean that the product shouldn't be easily found. That's a simpler way of saying it. The product shouldn't be found, should be pretty rare to find. So the reason for that is, even if you're let's say you're selling this dog leash, for example, and this dog leash, let's say, costs at a pet store like $15. Let's say you're selling it $2. You're selling it for $2. A huge discount. You're literally giving it at a bargain for people. You have to, again, understand the barriers that the person has to go through to buy this product from you. He has to go through the barrier of, first of all, on his Facebook, he has to go through the barrier of going into your shady website and putting his credit card information. And not only that, he needs to wait about 2-3 weeks for the product to arrive. So you have to understand that. So he'd rather go and just go to the pet store and buy it. There's no reason for him to even go into your website and buy this product when he can just go to a pet store next to his house and literally buy that product. Okay, it shouldn't be found at Walmart. It shouldn't be found at stores around your location. Now, I'm not telling you that you find a product now on AliExpress, you find a really cool product, don't start searching around trying to find that store that has it. If you have never seen it before, probably other people haven't seen it before. Okay, because Walmart has a ton of products. Okay, a ton of products, even really special items that I found on AliExpress. Walmart actually had them, but nobody knows that Walmart had them. Okay, so my intuition is that if I've never seen the product before, I believe that other people haven't seen that product before. Okay, so that's how you should work. Okay, so here's a good example. Lead dog leash. I haven't seen it before. I haven't seen it. I don't go too much to Walmart, but I haven't seen it known. I haven't seen people going out with their dogs with this leash. So I assume that the product is pretty hard to find. So what that tells me is that if I show it on my Facebook, if I show it in a Facebook ad, people will probably be intrigued. People will probably be curious because they haven't seen it before. Now I might go and search for it on a pet store and it might be there. But like I said, because I have never seen it before, I assume that other people haven't seen it before. Okay? Here's another bad example. You got a towel. Okay, why would you sell a towel? There's no reason to sell a towel. Even if you give a huge bargain, Why would you do that? Because again, they can find it anywhere, unless it's a really, really, really insane microfiber laser towel that has insane gadgets. But if it's just a normal towel, now I'm exaggerating here on purpose, by the way, guys. Of course, you won't sell a towel, but if you go back to what we talked about at the beginning, where people just go to WatchCount and see products that literally have thousands of sellers, and then they decide to buy it on Facebook, and they decide to sell it on their store and do Facebook ads on them. If you go and search for towels on WatchCount, you'll probably find this towel that has 3,000 sales. That doesn't mean that, oh man, this is a huge product, let's just try to sell it. If you search for toilet paper on WatchCount, you'll find toilet paper that's sold for thousands. That doesn't mean you're going to take that product and sell it on Facebook ads. That's why that's why it's not enough for me looking at WatchCount and just being like, oh, okay, this sells a lot, I'll sell it. This doesn't sell a lot, I won't sell it. The strongest, you'll make the most money. Remember what I'm telling you. You'll make the most money when you're not systematic, when you're thinking, when you're creative, when you're thinking outside the box. Because if everything was systematic, nobody was making money because everybody would do it. Okay? That's what divides the people that are making $500 a day revenue, $500, $1,000 a day revenue, to the people that are making $15,000, $20,000 a day revenue. The people that are creative, the people that are thinking outside the box, the people that aren't working with a proven 7-step system, those are the people that are making the money. So you have to think like that. You have to really be creative. You have to find those products that your own intuition tells you, okay, I believe in this product. Okay, I haven't seen it before. I see the ideal customer. I don't think it's sold at Walmart. Even if it doesn't have a lot of sales on WatchCount, even if it doesn't have a lot of sales on AliExpress, it probably means that first of all, the product might not be good if it doesn't have a lot of sales. But when I see a product that doesn't have any sales anywhere, I believe that, oh, cool, this doesn't have any competition. I'm gonna crush this market with this product. Okay, that needs to be the mindset. So here's a good example. I don't know how you even call it, but I think it's called a faucet, where the LED light changes like the color of the water. So again, I haven't seen this product before. It's probably pretty rare. So again, this is a good example. Now, I won't sell this product because it doesn't have an ideal customer. Okay, the ideal customer doesn't come to mind. But I'm not talking about ideal customers now. I'm talking about products that aren't sold at Walmart. Here's another bad example. So you got this bag, which is just go to people will, okay, there's nothing special about this bag. It's just a regular bag. Okay, nothing here tells me that I can target this at specific people. It has no ideal customer. The product probably can be found at any bag store. Maybe not this exact bag, but a similar bag. Okay, but if you give me a cat-shaped bag, that's probably pretty rare to find. That has an ideal customer. I know who's going to buy this product. Okay, I'm going to target those crazy grandma cat ladies. I'm going to target those people that have cats. They're probably going to like it. Okay, I have a cat. My sister would probably love this product. One second. Just taking some water. Yeah, and that's basically it, guys. That's basically the structure of really how to understand what products, how to really get an understanding of what niches you should look for, what products you should look for. And this is the way to really, really get to a point where when you're searching for products, if you go by these rules, then you should have an understanding of how it should work. Now, next, I want to talk about a really, really strong potential market that I don't know how many people of you are using it, how many people aren't using it, but that's basically I'm moving away now from AliExpress and physical products, and I'm moving towards print-on-demand products. So custom merchandise like mugs, like shirts. Oh wait! Actually, before I go there, I wanted to share something. Good thing I remembered. So basically, I don't know where you guys are searching, where you guys are looking for products, but I want to show you how to really find where to look for those products, okay? Because I don't know if you guys are just going AliExpress trying to get that $1 million product, or you're really, really thinking of how to find those products. So First of all, you got to understand how the market works. Now, we can go through AliExpress. We can find products that seem to have potential by the rules that I just talked to you about, and we'll probably make a lot of money from that. But there's something that no matter what you'll do, no matter what will happen, it will never have competition. Okay, it will have competition, but it changes on a daily basis, and that's trends, guys. Trends. Okay, I'll say it again. Trends. That's where a lot of money is made. So, for example, here, these are websites that I literally go over at least once a day, because some of these change on an hourly basis, some of these change on a daily basis. I'm going to share this list, by the way. I'm just going to share it on the group after the webinar. But what this basically gives you is trends are something that literally changes on a daily basis. And if you take advantage of a trend, if you take advantage of an upcoming trend, you're in for a lot of money if you take advantage of the right trend. Okay? Let me close my emails here. So let's say, for example, let's take Tread Hunter. Now this is a website I really like. Cool. Now Tread Hunter is just a website that talks about trends. I don't know how many of you know this, but you see, you got today, you got week, you got month. Now I usually scroll. Every day I wake up in the morning, I go over the trends just to try to find that next big thing. Now that next big thing is usually something that, not all the time, but a lot of times you can find something very similar in suppliers and AliExpress. Okay, AliExpress is literally, I think, adding about tens of thousands of products to their system on a daily basis. So I'll just go to this website and I'll just go over things here. So wine bottle glass toppers. Okay, just like a random trending product. So what this tells me is that this product is trending. Okay, and another thing, I have the ideal customer. The ideal customer is in my mind. Okay, I don't think you can find this product at Walmart, and it's really niche specific. Okay, wine lovers. So I'll check this product, and because it's trending, that tells me that I have potential here with this product. Okay, so adaptable cyclist storage racks. Yeah, not too interested. Envelope style wallets, I might check that, and I'll really just go through these things here and try to find that thing that automatically comes into mind. So fantasy franchise cosmetics. Now this is actually pretty cool. So if I see something cool, I'll usually just open it, read a little about it. Okay, I just check that out. And okay, fantasy makeup. So I can target people that are into fantasy and girls that are into makeup, cosmetics, and fantasy. Okay, I might try to find this product on AliExpress. Now, don't forget that a lot of these products you might not find on AliExpress, but let's see, what's the name of it? So you got fantasy brushes. Nothing is coming up. Fantasy cosmetics. Let's do wand, magic wand brushes. Let's see what I can find here. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I can't find it. And that's okay because, like I said, some of the products you won't be able to find, but some of the products you'll find and you'll probably be able to leverage on that. A good example is, I don't know how many of you have seen this product. It's called the Lay Bag. Well, it literally has about dozens of names, so I'm sure you guys have seen this before. Now, this is a product that I think the first time I saw it was on Kickstarter, maybe a year ago. Now, it was on Kickstarter, and a lot of people, first of all, Kickstarter, amazing website to look for potential products. Amazing, amazing, amazing. If you go to Kickstarter, you see a product that's starting to get funded, I would automatically go look for something similar on AliExpress, start checking that out. Anyway, back to the subject. So this product, the Lay Bag, Kickstarter started a campaign on it, and a lot of people that saw the potential in it started to look for the product on Chinese suppliers. Now this product, I don't know if you guys know, but this product, they're selling it. They're selling this product for, I think, like $70. Yeah, $90 for this product, guys. $90. And let's see how much we can find this. How much can we find this on AliExpress? Let's do orders here. $16 to $28. $16 to $18 for this product. Okay, now I'm telling you, don't try to sell this product. This is so saturated. Okay, this is extremely saturated. You have a bad time trying to sell this product. What I'm trying to show you here is that if you find a good product, if you see a product that has potential, boom, go find a product that's similar and try to sell it, because you're gonna take a huge piece of the market here if you're gonna do that. Okay, you'll usually find that product. First of all, one, you can sell it much cheaper than what they're selling it. Okay, and second of all, we know how to target. We're doing Facebook ads. We're doing things that other people aren't doing. Okay, we have a big advantage on the market. And guys, the cake is huge here. Okay, the cake is literally huge here. There's enough for everyone. So if these guys are targeting 100 million people, they're taking half of it. Give me 10% of the market. I'll be happy. Okay, give me 1 million people. I'll be happy. Now after that Kickstarter campaign, there's literally I think over like 30 companies came out with just competing products, and that's okay, because that's what happens. It's competition always rises. So that's why even if you manufacture a product, even if you have the greatest idea ever, you're gonna manufacture a product, I hate to break it to you, but a few weeks afterwards, competition is gonna come up. Okay, so what we're doing, we're just competing. Okay, we're competing, and we'll probably make a good portion of the money. So this is a product that you might have found on Thread Hunter if you would have searched for it a year ago, or on Kickstarter. So yeah, let's go back here. So yeah, you actually have a lot of cool things here. You got fashion, tech, life, culture. So I'll really check this on a daily basis. Okay, just to see if anything cool comes up. As well, what I like to do, I like to go to Google Trends. Google Trends, I love Google Trends. And you're gonna find some really cool things here. First of all, you just take the most up-to-date trends. Now, of course, who doesn't know about the presidential debate? Who doesn't know about Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton? Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a secret here. We're literally going to release about 80 shirts in the upcoming 2 weeks on Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. And I already know that we're going to make so many sales, because this is a huge trend. Okay, you need to see where the market is going, and you have to take advantage of that. Halloween. Okay, Halloween, this is probably too late for Halloween, but if you would have started a month ago, then boom, you would make a good amount of money. So I have somebody here, and I know somebody that sold this, what's the beard guy, costume, I think it's called. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. So this product, this got so viral on Facebook, so viral on Facebook. And this was an amazing Halloween costume. Like, look at it. If you see this video on Facebook, I'm pretty sure you'll stop and check what's going on here. And if you go and check this out, beard guy costume, boom, you got here something. Yeah, it's yeah, this is too expensive, but 85, 45. Yeah, I don't remember where I saw it, but I saw this exact costume. If you do a good research, you'll probably find it for like $25, $20, and you can easily sell it for $70. Of course, Halloween, this is too late for Halloween, but I'm just giving you examples here, guys. I'm showing you that if you take advantage of trends and not just trying to be systematic all the time and wait for directions and, oh, wait, it has a lot of sales. Okay, let's sell it. Try to think outside the box. Okay, Halloween is coming up. Cool. Let's start to sell costumes. Oh, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton just like had a crazy debate. Let's go. Let's do something about that. Okay, let's take a cool quote that Donald Trump said. Let's create a shirt out of it. Okay, where was I? So yeah, Hurricane Matthew. I don't know about that. I don't know if like Grant Cardone. I don't know if you guys know Grant Cardone, but he took advantage of that, and he had a promotion for his course called the Hurricane Promotion, where he gave 90% off all his products. So that's taking advantage of trends. Okay, that's literally taking advantage of a trend. Okay, Hurricane Matthew, exactly the time Hurricane Matthew came out, Grant Cardone had a promotion on his courses. So you got that. You got the MLB playoffs, Oktoberfest. Here, this one we missed actually. We wanted to do something, but we actually missed this, which again, just money left on the table. Black Lives Matter. Crazy trend that the people that took advantage of it probably made a good amount of money. Now 9/11, I'm not telling you guys to sell 9/11 shirts, but there are those people out there that probably sold 9/11 shirts and made a good amount of money from that. Okay, so this, if you go here, this is going to probably change again, like on a weekly, monthly basis, and just try to find that next big thing. Okay, try to find that thing that you can really leverage on. So yeah, this has a lot of websites, a lot of trends, a lot of product review websites, which again, you can go through this. You find a cool product that somebody reviewed, go check it out on AliExpress, go see if it matches the rules that we talked about. Boom, you might have a winning product here. Best-selling items, you can go through Amazon, you can go through eBay, you can go through a lot of things here and take advantage of a best-selling item. Because if it's a best-selling item on Amazon and it matches the rules that we talked about, then it's probably a good product. Okay, so what I want to talk about now is the print-on-demand custom merchandise topic. Now, this is a huge topic, and I really love this topic because I really like this type of business more than physical products because it's a very comfortable business. Print-on-demand custom merchandise is a really comfortable business. If you're using Shopify, then there's literally a lot of apps out there like Gearbubble, T-Launch, Custom Cat, where they are actually shipping the product from the United States with a tracking number, and you don't have to deal with all this Chinese things, 3 weeks to get there. Sometimes it doesn't arrive, and you have to deal with that language barrier, and there's no tracking number. With custom merchandise, it's very comfortable, and that's why I really love custom merchandise. And the other reason why I love custom merchandise is because when you create a design that's unique, that's unique to your store. Nobody else is having that design. Now, when you're doing something like that, you actually have a big advantage here because if the design is good, if the design is niche specific, especially if it's niche specific, then you'll probably find a winning product that way because it doesn't. If you think of the design yourself. Now I'm going to show you now in a minute how what's my process of finding those designs, but doing that, you'll usually find really cool designs. And if you find a design that you're proud of, I won't say proud of, but it doesn't, like, the main thing here is it doesn't have competition, guys. It's your own unique product. And when people see that, and they probably haven't seen it in any other place, and it's really targeted on them, then that's where potential is made. That's where people are usually more connected to it. And shirts is something that I've actually heard. I'm sure some of you might say as well that shirts are saturated. Nobody buys shirts anymore. Now I don't know about you guys, but when I walk in the streets, I still see people wearing shirts, and I'll probably see people wearing shirts 500 years from now as well. So shirts aren't saturated. The specific designs on the shirts are saturated. So thinking of cool designs, that's a very strong. That's something that will take you far if you think of a good design. Now, I'll show you a few tactics here that I like to use. So I like to use Pinterest a lot, and Google Images. So for example, let's think of let's take pugs. Okay, I don't know why pugs always comes to my mind, but you know what? Forget pugs. Let's go fishing. Let's do fishing. So let's do fishing. Let's do fishing quotes. Okay, I always like to look for quotes. So let's go Google Images. We want to go fishing quotes. Okay, now you're gonna find a ton of things here. I can scroll down here for hours, and I'll probably still have new quotes coming up. And what you're actually gonna do with these quotes is that you're gonna take these quotes. Okay, you're gonna find a cool quote. You're gonna look at Pinterest. You're gonna find cool quotes that have a bunch of pins. Okay, that are pretty engaging. Maybe quotes that you like yourself. Quotes that seem funny to you. You're gonna take a design. You're gonna go to a designer. You're gonna combine both of them. Boom! You have a shirt here. Okay. So if we're going here, fishing is like sex. When it's great, it's great. When it's bad, it's still great. Cool. I got a nice funny quote here. Let's take it. This doesn't look good. So I'll tell the designer, make it look good. Here, take a cool fishing diagram. Okay, and make me a nice shirt out of it. Make me a nice mug out of it. Make me a nice sweater out of it. Of course, not to the designer. He just creates the design. You're the one that eventually puts it on the different apparel. Now, if you want to go further than that, you'll want to start to go even, like I said, the more specific the niche, the better. Now, the more specific the niche, like I said, the smaller the audience and the easier it is going to be to sell them. So if, for example, we're going to take fishing and beer, now we're going to talk to people that love to fish and love to beer. Now, for those of you that aren't aware of the flex targeting option on Facebook, you can target people that love two things, and they have to love those two things. So what do I mean by that? Let's say fishing is a 4 million size audience on Facebook. Beer is a 20 million size audience on Facebook. I'm telling Facebook, give me people that love to fish and love to drink beer. Boom, that audience has reduced to 800,000. Okay, so if I'm saying that a shirt of people, a shirt that says beer and fishing, somehow they go together, or fishing and beer, nothing else matters. I just want to go fishing and drink some beer, and I target those 800,000 people. That will probably be much more powerful than doing a fishing shirt for people that love to go fishing, or a beer shirt that people that love to drink beer. Okay, we're going to combine both of these. Okay, so that's something that has a huge amount of potential, custom merchandise. And I'll be honest with you, that's where actually you're going to make a lot of money as well, because it's more expensive products. We're not dealing here with keychains, necklaces that cost us, what, like $2, we sell it for $8. Ad costs us like another $3. What are we making profit? $2 on a product? We need to sell 1,000. We need to sell 1,000 keychains like that to make $2,000 in profit. But if you're selling a shirt, now the shirt might cost you about $10 to $12, and you'll probably sell it for like $26, including shipping. So that's like about $14 profit. So you literally need to make about 14, but you need to sell about 150 shirts to make the same amount of profit that you'll make from selling 2,000 keychains. So another golden tip here is it's easier to sell a more expensive item to less people than selling a less expensive item to more people. Okay, I really like that saying that says it's going to be easier to sell $1,000 products than to sell to make $1 million. You either need to sell 1 million products that are worth $1, or you need to sell 1,000 products that are worth $1,000. It's going to be much easier to sell 1,000 products that are worth $1,000 than to sell 1 million products that are worth $1. So just to get you into a mindset of just so you don't want to overload yourself and start to work more efficiently, because up until I think maybe 6-7 months ago, I made most of my income in e-com from those cheap products that made me $3, $4 profit from each product. Now I reached good amounts of revenue. I reached 5 to 10K revenue a day, but I really worked and hustled very hard on that because it was really difficult. Because I literally need to be able to sell hundreds of them a day. You can't comprehend the amount of ad analyzation and ads that it took for me every day to go over it. I would spend 3-4 hours a day to analyze the ads and just to release products. But once I moved to the more expensive items, it was so much easier. It was so much easier. So I'm not only telling you this about like print-on-demand products, and I'm not only telling you this about print-on-demand products. I'm telling you this about just like trying to find more expensive items. Even on AliExpress, even those trend items, like don't be afraid to sell expensive items. I had a student that literally sold $500 tables. A table he sold it for $500 on his store. Okay, he broke a limiting belief of mine. I never believed that I would be able to sell a table for $500. Now that table was a very niche specific table. I won't go into too much details, but it was a very niche specific table. He bought it for like $350 and he sold it for $500. He sold that table for $500. He made $150 profit on each table. Do you understand that he can literally spend $100 to get a sale and he will still profit $50? He can spend $100 to bring a sale, but he'll still profit $50. That's crazy. That's insane. Another thing that I really like to go into especially this is I only do this by the way on the holiday season. It's Christmas sweaters. Now Christmas sweaters is really really cool because the only time that people buy Christmas sweaters is guess Christmas. So I'm going to take the same concepts that I just talked to you about here, and I'm going to create a Christmas sweater out of them. Now, Christmas sweaters is, for those of you who don't know, it's like the ugly Christmas sweaters with that Christmassy design. So if I go like fishing, let's go to Pinterest actually. If I go here and I go fishing Christmas sweater, I see how people are already doing it. It's so funny. But like the Christmas sweater design is like these knit type patterns. Like the quality is pretty bad if I zoom in, but like you see these knit type patterns. So it's like these snowflakes. Second. So you got these like snowflakes type designs. Here you got like a hunting, guns Christmas sweater, more fishing Christmas sweaters, and so on and so on. Hunting Christmas sweaters. You see how it's all very, very similar? See, the design is really, really similar. Let's go, just take a random niche. Let's go ballet. We talked about ballet today. Let's go ballet. Ballet Christmas sweater. Do we have anything? Let's go to Google Images. Boom. Same concept. Christmassy design, ballet. You got a best-selling T-shirt. You got a best-selling Christmas sweater here. So you can just take a design. You can find a cool niche, stamp it on a long sleeve T-shirt or sweater. I actually do this on a long sleeve T-shirt and a sweater and then they have the option of either buying an actual sweater for like $40 or buying a long sleeve T-shirt for like $25. But yeah, you have a lot of options to go to do here. The print-on-demand industry is crazy. It's like I said, it's a really comfortable business. They usually do the tracking information and fulfillment for you, so you don't have to really deal with these suppliers all the time. You can really just invest time in finding those designs, uploading them to the store, and you don't even have to have a VA for fulfillment because they'll fulfill it for you. And like I said, you usually won't have competition when you think of a design. It's not that you'll have competition, but different designs. So if you come up with a very cool design, then you're unique. You'll get that set. You'll get those sales. Now, of course, designs is something that's of course there's intuition, but it's a numbers game. You'll release 10 shirts, 3 of them will succeed. Okay, 1 out of 30 will be a bestseller, making you $50,000 eventually. Last year, we made $250,000 in revenue from 3 Christmas sweaters. That's Christmas, and I had a tenth of the experience that I have now. We're releasing, I think, around 70 to 80 Christmas sweaters in the upcoming 2 weeks in about 15, 20 different niches. You gotta understand, guys. I won't say this is a complete numbers game, but let's say the more you know, the higher your success rate on that numbers game is. So find those products, find those designs, find those cool quotes. Okay, don't be systematic. Stop trying to find a golden rule to go with. Just think outside the box. Look for trends. Trends is extremely powerful. Think of designs yourself. Okay, go through some things. Try to combine some stuff. Take Donald Trump, tell the designer to put him in a ballet suit. Okay, and then sell it to people that are like Donald Trump in ballet. I don't know how many people, that might be a bad example, I don't know how many people like Donald Trump in ballet, but I think you get the point. And this is where the actual money is made, and this is where this is actually where you're gonna not have that amount of competition. And I'll be honest with you, that's a little bit more amusing, and it's more fun for me to think of designs and be creative than just to find random AliExpress products and try to sell them and just to keep finding those products. But yeah, that's thinking if there's anything more that I should cover. So I got everyone to. yeah, but this is actually gonna be really really good for you guys. I'm gonna send this over to the group. You got, of course, you got Wish. Wish is a very good website, by the way. I don't know how many of you use Wish, but with Wish you can sign up here with Facebook. Yeah, let's do that. With Wish you have as well. You have best-selling products, and this again changes on a daily basis. You got here a lot of infringed like TM products, so be careful with that. But things really really change here pretty fast, and you can really find some cool things here. And it's just your responsibility to explore and find those find those products and use the rules that we talked about. A product has to have an ideal customer. The product shouldn't be found at Walmart. Okay, the product you shouldn't find product. You shouldn't try to sell products that people will probably find in a store near their house. And you have to have the ideal customer. I see so many people trying to sell watches, just like regular watches. If I had a quarter for every time I saw a watch store open, I can literally buy a Rolex. I can really buy a Rolex if I had a quarter for every time I saw somebody open a watch store. Because if you have a watch store and let's say it's shaped as a horse, watches that are shaped as horses, cool. I have an ideal customer. But just regular watches, guys, again, where's the ideal customer? You're gonna have a problem competing with all these companies. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. That's I think we covered here a good amount of things, and I think you got to a point where I got to a point where I believe that with what you have now, with the knowledge that you have now, you should be able to find those products. Think about the print-on-demand shows. Think about the trends. Trends are so powerful. Even the Christmas sweaters, if you think about it, that's a sort of trend. Okay, that's a trend type thing because it's Christmas. And I really want to move forward, guys, to questions and answers. If you guys have any questions that you wanna ask in product research, and I'll really be happy to answer them now. Okay, so give me those questions, guys. Well, what do you think about the webinar? How do I open this? Show Windows. Ah, there it is. Let's create it. Let's go stop. Okay. Yeah, the webinar is probably recorded, as I know from Dan. So let's just stop showing the screen. So, which print-on-demand site you're going to recommend? I'll be honest with you guys. There's a lot of them are good. I use T-Launch, but I think CustomCat is better. I haven't moved to CustomCat because I'll be honest, I'm just too lazy, and everything is already integrated with T-Launch. CustomCat has a lot of custom merchandise. So they have mugs, they have like bins, I think, those baby bins. They have a lot of products. Okay, so the trend sheet, I'll send it over in the group, so don't worry about that. So you don't stock the t-shirts. It's a print-on-demand company. So if you're using Shopify, you have apps that one of them is called T-Launch, like I talked about before. And how it works is, for those of you that use Teespring, you just take a design, a file on your computer that you probably did with a designer, and then you upload it to that app, and they print it on the shirt. Okay, so the app, you print the shirt, you put the design in the program, and it puts it on the shirt, and then the shirt uploads to your website. And when somebody buys that shirt, then the company gets a message with that gets a message that somebody bought that shirt with that design, and they print that shirt on demand and send it over to the customer with a tracking number. So you literally don't have to do anything. You just have to put the design on the shirt and upload it to your store. You don't carry stock. You don't carry anything. So yeah, you can. David is asking, can we choose Christmas gift as a niche? Yeah, you can do that as a niche. Of course, every Christmas gift will have a niche of its own, so you'll need to. Anything can be a Christmas gift if you think about it. So if I have anyone that I recommend for graphic work, my designer is booked, I'll be honest, but it's really, really simple to go to Upwork. It's really, really simple to go to Upwork and to really find a designer that will work with you. Okay, $10, $15 for a design. So don't worry about that. So Teespring, what's the difference with, sorry, Alessandro is asking, what's the difference between Teespring and other apps on Shopify? So Teespring is the crowdfunding type a website where you have to get a certain amount of sales to sell the shirt. I think actually they might have created an app for Shopify where it's on demand. But from what I remember, Teespring, when you create a design on Teespring, you have to get a certain amount of sales for them to actually print the shirt. But other apps on Shopify, it doesn't matter how many sales you get. You get one sale, they're printing it for you and sending it over. How much time do you spend daily researching trends and niches? So I have a sort of a creative manager, if you can call it, that does all the creative work. But you can spend 10 hours a day and you can spend 1 hour a day. It's like asking how many products do you release a day. The more you're going to release, the more you're going to research, probably the more money you're going to make. So Sam is asking, can I use movies poster in my t-shirt or actors? No, you don't want to do that, Sam. You can do that. You can do a lot of things, but some of them are illegal. So doing that is probably not gonna work good for you. And I'll tell you a secret, guys, about infringed products and just things like that. I don't know where you guys are headed and what do you want to work, like where you headed towards. If you want to make a lot of money or you want to make a sustainable business that'll make you money 5-10 years from now, something that can sustain your family, something that you can be proud of, and going with infringed products, going with like movies, TV shows, games, is just like it's money that cool. You can make money from it. First of all, you're risking a lot for that money, and it's not really sustainable. You want to build something that's really, really sustainable. You want to build something that will last you years. How many products do you recommend to open a store initially? Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Like I'd say I wouldn't open a store if I have less than 5 products on the store. What can you say about Gearbubble's dropshipping program? I haven't used them, but I heard they're really good. And Donald Wilson is just a cool guy, so I would recommend him. So what about Printful? Now Printful, amazing quality, insanely expensive. So a Printful t-shirt will probably cost you like $17 to make, $16 to make, unless they change their prices, but that's what I remember. A T-Launch shirt will cost you $8 to make. A custom cat shirt will cost you $6 to make. And I won't say that the quality is extremely bad. It's like average quality. But unless you're trying to really, really build a brand here, then I won't really go with Printful. Which is the best custom T-shirt service if you are doing business outside the USA? Well, there's, first of all, T-Launch and Gearbubble and all of those are really good. You'll probably need to pay more. Not probably, you'll need to pay more for shipping, like $8 instead of $4. And if you want I don't know T-shirt services that are outside the US, but if you're serious about your business, you might want to check out printing companies in that town or in that city, and just like cooperate with them.
You know, Ben, I actually want to talk about something that you already mentioned on a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
infringed, because I know a lot of people, it bounces in their mind, and a lot of people question about infringed, and they're always wondering about infringed products. So obviously, I'm one, you're one. A lot of people will go ahead and say don't do infringed. A lot of people will venture out and do it themselves and test it out. So it's obviously probably the easiest route for anybody to go into to make a lot of money. But with a lot of money comes a lot of legal problems, potential legal problems, comes a lot of merchant account problems, comes a lot of shutting down every single one of your account problems, and then you have disputes and everything else. So it all becomes a trickle effect. So the best thing, and even Ben touched on this, is the fact that you want to build something sustainable and something that'll keep on growing and something that won't be halted by a different company. So for example, if you go and put like the Simpsons on a shirt, I can tell you right now that the Simpsons, Loci bracelets, all those type of companies and whatnot, they don't play around. They have lawyers everywhere. I'm talking like in every state to send you a cease and desist, where essentially what will happen is if you got a cease and desist, it's not coming from freaking, Europe, right? Where they might sue you. No, it's coming from in your state, most likely probably a few miles away, where if you really want to try to antagonize them, they're going to go out there and they're going to sue you. So again, I know some really big experts as well who had to go out and settle, all right, with companies because they went out there and used infringed. Sometimes it's hard to tell if a product is infringed. For example, a Loci bracelet. I have a really close friend who went into Loci bracelet, and the only reason I know what a Loci bracelet is now is because he got cease and desist, and it was a bracelet style that he was going out and selling. He wasn't selling Loci as as the actual brand. He was selling in exactly a mud and water bracelet, but because Loci already has the mud and water, it's not so much a patent or anything like that. It's more so like a copyright than anything. He got hit with a cease and desist, and that's just some things you kind of have to go out and just make sure either you take the long route and it's more sustainable, it's longer lasting, the results are passive, or you take the short-term route, you go out, you infringe, you are potentially going to get sued, and everything can kind of just crumble around you. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there because I know a lot of people always think about it. And it's totally fine for anybody who has those type of questions. Oh, should I go into this and whatnot? Obviously, we're going to tell you no. But I already know from experience that people that are already asking this already have an inclination to go in. They're going to go, they're going to try, they're going to venture in, they're going to fail. So I'm just trying to save those of you that actually have it in the back of your mind some trouble. But again, like I said before, those of you who are already set on diving into, like Simpsons type of shirts and Family Guy type of shirts, you'll make money, but it'll be a very, very rough patch for you.
Yep, I totally agree. And it's really about just about having that business that you can be proud of. And people ask you, oh, well, what do you do? You don't want to say, oh, yeah, I sell Family Guy shirts. You want to have a business, a really nice business that will make you money even after, even when you're not investing time into it. And when you have all those infringed products, it's always that thought comes into mind: what will happen until it actually happens. And these people don't play games, guys. These people some of them are really serious, and if they want to, they can really fuck you up. Sorry for my foul language, but they can literally do that. So let's see what else we got here. What file format for designs? Sam is asking, so that's PNG. A designer that respects himself will probably know that. Do you still have to buy Facebook ads if you sell T-shirts or mugs? Yeah, of course. I'm promoting those products on Facebook. So focus on non-licensed products. That's a good question. Yep, focus on non-licensed products. If what we talked about didn't answer that yet. Why should you have 5 products in your store before launch? Brandon asks. I'll be honest with you. You can have 1 product in your store. There's huge brands that literally have 1 product and they're selling it. But I like to focus with a general store. And if my brand is around 1 specific product, then yeah, I'll have 1 product and everything will talk about that product. But if it's like a general store type store, then just like 1 product, in my opinion, is okay. But if you have 5 products, this looks more believable. just like a more trustworthy store, and finding a few products and just uploading them. If you have a product that has a lot of potential, just find a few more products, add them, just so the store looks more, has more how do you say this? Just more variety. Even if you can just add random products that you don't really believe in, just so the store has them. It doesn't mean you're gonna send ads on them. Okay. Now all the rules that I went over here, those are the rules that I go over when I'm sending ads on a product. But I'll have a lot of random products on my store, guys. A lot of products that I don't really believe in an ad. I have it for the upsells. Do people really buy a shirt for $24.95? Yep, they buy shirts for $30 as well, and I've sold shirts for $40 as well. People buy stuff, people spend money on things that they're passionate about. So I have 10 shirt designs. Do I just need to run ads to each shirt until I find a winner? Yep, that's about it. That's about it, Dan.
You talking to me? Or did they?
No. Sorry, yeah, that's an asker.
Oh yeah, okay. I thought you meant that's it. I was like, okay.
Yeah. So if I take a quote but put it on a custom designed shirt, there won't be any legal issue, right? Yeah, probably there won't be any legal issue. If you take the quote, if you take a designed quote and copy it one by one, then you might have a problem. But if you take the quote, tell the designer to create something unique out of it, yeah, then it'll be okay. Sam asks, with $400 to $500 as beginner budget, what is your suggestion and advice? So $400, $500 initial budget is a good amount to test. So I probably tell you to not go and create shirts, because creating the shirts is going to cost you some money. The designs are going to cost you a nice investment, like about $15 per design. So you'll probably have higher chances of just trying a bunch of products from AliExpress, from the websites that I went through here, and until you find a winner, until you have a good investment, and then start creating shirts. What about Donald Trump T-shirts? Will it be licensed? Now this is a good question. Now I'm not gonna take Donald Trump's face as it is and put it on a shirt. Okay, that will be licensed. But if I vectorize cartoonish type Donald Trump, okay, parody type Donald Trump, and I'll put it on a shirt, then that will be okay. And I won't use the name Donald Trump. Okay, I won't say Donald Trump. I won't put that on the shirt. I'll have like a cool quote, or I'll have something funny about it. I won't use Hillary Clinton. I won't put Hillary Clinton on a shirt. I won't put Donald Trump on a shirt. At what point should someone get a VA? So you should get a VA the moment you believe that you're wasting time on something that you'd probably want to waste time on something else to make more money. That's a good answer for it. If you're doing something and you feel that, oh, why am I doing this? I could do something else and it'll probably be more efficient for me, then I'll probably get a VA at that point. So if you're investing 2 hours in fulfilling products, if you're investing 3 hours in designing products, then you'll probably want to get a VA. Unless you can't afford that. So when you can afford that, you'll want to get a VA. So yeah, taking a quote from Google. So yeah, somebody asked, when you take a quote from Google, isn't that a problem? Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't see any problem with that, just taking random quotes, because nothing is patented or licensed about a quote. Okay, unless I'm thinking maybe of an example. Unless it might be like a Disney quote, maybe it's a Disney quote that. Yeah, but if you just take a quote, like a pug quote, and you just take the quote, you don't copy the design, you just take the words. Nobody can say that, oh yeah, that's my quote. Yeah, okay, Dan, this time Dan Da Silva, pretty much done here. And I get a lot of questions about Facebook advertising. So Facebook advertising, guys, is going to be on the next workshop. And that's where the real fun begins. So
yeah.
wait for that, and that's it.
Yes, perfect. Ben, thank you so much for coming out here today again. Another awesome workshop for everybody here. Guys, just give a round of applause for Ben yet again. By show of ones, that will be our round of applause. As a matter of fact, I'm going into the Facebook group, and again, I'm going to show gratitude here because we always have to do this. I'm going to just share my screen quickly here so you guys can all see the post as it happens, because I want to go ahead and make sure that we give Ben a lot of love. So again, thanks, Ben, for another amazing workshop. Replay. All right, replay in members area ASAP. Cool. So just go ahead and give him some love. I'll post this link in here. Just give him some likes to show your support and whatnot. So there you go. Cool. Yeah. Thanks, guys. So again, thanks everybody for coming out here. Now, what I also want to do on this post, and Ben as well, if it's not a big deal, what I want people to do is start asking questions on this post, because maybe what Ben can do is take, maybe 2 or 3 questions and really dig deep into them on our last and final workshop that we have with Ben. So obviously there might be overlapping questions, which might be, even better for us. But I want you guys to just take full advantage, since I already have them here and whatnot. And again, I still have all of my content that I'm rolling out and other coaches as well. But you have somebody here who's so amazingly, just pretty much a veteran at this point when it comes to Facebook ads. He's somebody that's developed his own system, and something that even myself, I've learned from Ben. So again, definitely if you have questions in regards to Facebook ads, he's somebody who I want you to make sure you're asking questions to. Since we have him here, I want you to go ahead and utilize him. So again, Ben, thank you so much for yet again coming out here and just doing another live workshop. I know you're in the process of currently moving, and I hope the move is going well. So again, guys, everybody, thank you so much for coming out here. Any support questions, you know where to email, support@ecomdudes.com. Greek is the lead support that we have there. He'll probably answer you in like 15 seconds, because all he does is sit there and refreshes his computer every 10 seconds. So give him that extra 5-second leeway, and he'll go ahead and answer you. But again, everybody, thank you so much for coming out here yet again. Ben, my pleasure. And everybody, we will catch you very, very soon.
Yep. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining.